Fellow Gamecocks and South Carolinians, we are facing one of the most difficult times in our state's recent history. Many of our loved ones, friends, and neighbors have been devastated by the floods throughout the state. We are all indebted to the contributions and bravery of our first responders, National Guard, and our state and local government in these trying times. As coaches and athletes, we all understand the value of a strong team. Through our gifts, donations, and time, we have an opportunity to show that our state can come together to build an unbelievably strong team. I have no doubt that together we will recover and make this state an even better place to live. Thank you, and God bless the state of South Carolina.
Welcome into the Steve Spurrier Show. The struggles and adversity that were caused by the floods in South Carolina this week followed the Gamecocks to Baton Rouge, and while it was an accommodating LSU football team, it was a powerful one. Carolina falls today in Baton Rouge in a home game, 45-24, and Coach, just a little too much to overcome. Very good LSU football
Well,
team.
they just a lot better than us, Todd. That's the easiest way to say it. Bigger, stronger, faster, probably tougher than we are. And they ran the ball for close to 400 yards. They had it, I think, 83 plays to our 50. And we made a few plays on offense, but nothing real consistent. So you got to give LSU credit. They're just a lot better than us.
Hard to believe you could hold Leonard Fournette to 45 yards at half, and then he breaks out with the long run in the second half. We'll get to the highlights in a moment. Coach, on our Palmetto Health injury report, Dante Sawyer, a defensive tackle you needed badly. You needed everybody on the defense. He didn't come back or was hurt in the second half.
No, he lost a lot of fluids in the first half. It was hot here in the first half. Sun was beating on us down there pretty good. And they tried to give him an IV, but for some reason maybe didn't take or whatever. But he was a little woozy, so he was held out second half. Brandon Wiles didn't play, said his ribs were hurting before the game, didn't want to play. Another player, Carlton Hurd, one of our starting receivers, cut his lip in practice this week. He didn't want to play. So we're having trouble finding some of these guys who want to play right now.
Rashad Fenton sure wanted to play, Coach.
Rashad's a good one.
How about that?
Yeah.
A defensive back comes in and gets your kickoff return team, which was already good with Sean Carson.
Yeah.
He goes 96 yards, the first time since 2002 we returned a kick.
First time he's touched the ball all year. He came off the field and said, "Coach, thanks for getting me in there," because I went up and said, "You're running back next kickoff." And I said, "No, I'm the dummy that hadn't had you in there all year." Now, Sean Carson has done a pretty good job running kickoffs back, but this Rashad Fenton kid, he's electrifying. He can go to the house.
Running.
He probably should have been a wide receiver, but he comes in as a defensive back. That's what he wanted to play, and that's where he is right now. But don't be surprised if he's not a wide receiver before it's all over.
Perry Orth came in at quarterback. You had Lorenzo Nunez. Couldn't even dress, I saw, Coach. And he wasn't doing good. How'd Perry do?
Perry did okay. I think he was 14 of 28. There's a few he could have done better, but he had some balls. I think he threw for a couple hundred yards or so, a couple touchdowns. He made a nice throw to Jarrell Adams there and hit Pharaoh on a little slant, and then Pharaoh went the distance. So Perry did okay. He wasn't our problem. Our problem was just a bigger, stronger, tougher team than we were probably.
Well, I tell you, everywhere we walked this weekend, they said, "Welcome to LSU. We're thinking about you," and we understand, and they did. Unfortunately, the game didn't turn out like we wanted. We'll look at those highlights, though, from Tiger Stadium when we come back on the Steve Spurrier Show.
The Steve Spurrier Show is brought to you by Britain, the official clothier of Steve Spurrier and Todd Ellis. By Coke Zero, all taste, 0 calories. You don't know zero till you've tried it. By Ford, enter the toughest choice giveaway from your Carolina Ford dealer to win an F-150 or Mustang at yourfordchoice.com. By Bojangles, it's bow time. By Hyundai, college football fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Hyundai fans, just buy another Hyundai. By Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy. And by Wild Wing Cafe, Columbia's home for hot wings, cold beer, and good times. The Steve Spurrier Show is a production of Gamecock Sports Marketing.
America's workers are passionate about building better lives for themselves and their families. Colonial Life is passionate about helping them with benefits that preserve and protect what they work so hard to build. Even if challenging times get in their way. When you need us most, we're there, and we've been there for 75 years. Colonial Life, the benefits of good, hard work.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field. Witness pregame warm-ups from the sidelines. Winners receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Ford F-150, the only pickup with a high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy body bolted to a high-strength steel frame. It's also a wake-up call for every full-size pickup in its class. No body rust, most towing, best payload, highest gas mileage. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
Now get an F-150 with 0 for 60 or get up to $92.35 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Carolina Calls with head coach Steve Spurrier is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Be sure to visit all Wild Wing Cafe locations throughout the state. Wild Wing Cafe, we've got just the thing to make you wild.
Want to be a VIP at the next Gamecocks home football game? Shop at Philo during the Game Day with the Gamecocks VIP Sweepstakes. Purchase any 5 participating products in 1 transaction with your Philo bonus card, and you're automatically entered to win a game day prize package, including tickets to the next home game and a VIP pregame party. And 1 lucky winner will win the grand prize, tickets to the South Carolina Clemson football game in Columbia on November 28th. No purchase necessary. For official rules and details, visit buy-low.com/Gamecocks.
Welcome back. On just 3 days' notice, about 50,000 people showed up for the ball game between the Tigers and the Gamecocks. Our first half highlights presented by Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy. Gorgeous day for football. Like you said, it was hot though, Coach.
You know, we came out in the pregame and it was sort of cloudy, overcast day, but then the sun popped out and it was good and hot that first half. Here's Pharaoh on a little deep fade route, and we get down the 10-yard line, and Perry makes a nice run right here. And gets the first down, and oh man, that guy tackled him hard. And we kept trying to throw, and he passed it off here, and oh, there he is, wide open. Oh, Perry just couldn't quite get it to him, and we had to kick a field goal.
So that was a stoppage at the 3-yard line, bogged down there. Gamecocks are up early on, and Baton Rouge 3-0 with Elliott Fry, another field goal.
Yeah, we're the first team to ever be ahead of them this year, Todd. And we talked about that. We're going to take the ball and go score. And gosh, we had a chance to get a touchdown, but we didn't. And we did get a field goal. So we're the first team to score first against LSU. And then there's their running back. As you can see on most of these runs, Todd, we usually have somebody close by well, not really there. They just power through us. I hate to see running backs go in standing up, but they seem to do that an awful lot against us, and we very seldom ever go in standing up from inside 10-yard line.
Coach, there's one of those third down plays. They had one on that last drive, 17-yard pass. That was a run of 14 yards by Harris to set up this touchdown.
Todd, we gave up 9 third downs again, and they made 2 of 2 fourth downs. Our kids play so well for so many downs, but you get the money down is third down, and last 2 weeks we've given up 9 of them. Here's Rashad Fenton, really an electrifying player. When his career is over at South Carolina, fans are going to know about him, Rashad Fenton. He'll be the punt return when Pharaoh's gone.
Inside play to Jarrell Adams. You're driving right before half, Coach, trailing just by 4 and
I
tip
think that was
ball.
the first down. Jarrell had a little in route, ball was a little high. And then they hit, I think that was a 3rd and 10, 12 or something. And they go down and have to kick a field goal, I think.
2nd and 7.
Oh,
Good breakup play by DJ Smith, but he couldn't get his hands on
you
it.
need to pick, though. See, he's happy he broke it up when the ball hit him right in the chest. He should be happy about intercepting. But we did hold him to a field goal, so we're only 7 down at the turn.
Yeah, there you are at halftime, Coach, 17-10, and Fournette's only got 50 yards on the day. It's about a good position as you can be in, except the defense had been on the field a lot in the first half.
They had been on 5 possessions. We'd been on 4 possessions, so it wasn't like we were 3 and out all the time.
No, we had some quick strike plays.
We weren't doing much, but it was short possessions, and in the second half, I think they scored every time except right at the end here.
Let's go back out to Tiger Stadium for the second half highlights presented by Bojangles. It's bow time.
It's sad. Yeah, that's sad right there. 2 guys untouched. He runs right through them. Number 1, Rico should have dove right there, but he didn't do it. And
Fournette's gone over 1,000 yards early on in this season now, and he showed why he's a Heisman Trophy candidate. Great run there of 87 yards, and that's a freaky play, Coach. 3rd and 24. Through the hands of the wide receiver.
Yeah, their guy kept running. I didn't know he knew that their guy was going to barely tip it and go to him. It was a little fade route that
Shamir Jeffrey.
Shamir made a nice catch. Yep. Yeah, he made a nice catch on that.
Well, fade route was pass interference. We took that.
Yeah. And then there was a nice throw to Jarrell, and he came off and scored. Yeah, good play by Perry. We had Pharaoh under and Jarrell down the middle, and they left him wide open. Here they go in standing up again. Yeah.
Another long drive, time consuming. It's 38-17.
Catch Pharaoh on a slant, and he splits them, and they can't catch him. He is a heck of a ball player, Pharaoh Cooper.
Pharaoh had the longest pass play of the year on the 42-yarder in the first half. Here's your onside, Coach, when you're trying to get back in. I didn't see anybody offside.
Run that back. I think the referee had told our number 24, don't be offside, and I don't know if he was. It's close. We'll figure it out. There's another sort of stand-up, go-in touchdown almost. But Les Miles is a good coach, got a good bunch of guys there, and they'll have a chance for a big year this year.
Well, their quarterback this year did a good job. They hadn't thrown it for over 140 yards, and he got over 200 yards today. They obviously made a commitment to do that and ran the ball as well. Carolina falls today 45-24 to LSU. When we come back, we'll have the Hyundai sights and sounds of a weekend in Baton Rouge. South Carolina pork and soybean farmers work hard every day to make tailgates and dinner plates tastier and healthier for families across our state. Find out more and enter to win at facebook.com/pork powered by soy. Brought to you by South Carolina pork and soybean farmers and their checkoffs.
Devin Washington of St. John Preschool in Columbia relived a classic moment in Gamecock football history with his call of a George Rogers touchdown against Wake Forest. Brought to you by South Carolina Child Care Services, the United Way of South Carolina, and Children's Trust of South Carolina. You can learn more about ABC Quality, South Carolina's quality rating program for early child care and education, by visiting abcquality.org.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the inaugural certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Throw in the bobblehead. You got yourself a deal.
Okay. Why don't you go check out your new Hyundai? I'll be with you in just a minute. Go Gamecocks.
This is the Ford F-150, the only pickup with a high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy body bolted to a high-strength steel frame. It's also a wake-up call for every full-size pickup in its class. No body rust, most towing, best payload, highest gas mileage. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
Now get an F-150 with 0 for 60 or get up to $92.35 in total savings only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
As the Gamecocks are set to kick off, remember that Safe Federal Credit Union is your financial MVP. As a proud sponsor of USC Athletics, Safe offers custom USC debit cards with each checking account. Enjoy no monthly service charge, no minimum balance requirement, and show your spirit each time you use your debit card. Safe Federal Credit Union. Your money is better here.
Get your official 2015 South Carolina Game Day shirts available at Walmart, Target, Cracker Barrel, Kmart, Sears, Adams Bookstores, and Barnes & Noble. Be a part of the game with this garnet shirt that shows your pride.
Now, it's time for this week's Hyundai Sights and Sounds of Game Day.
Carolina football is unexpectedly in Baton Rouge, Louisiana this weekend, as Columbia and the state of South Carolina has been ravaged by flooding, forcing the resetting of this matchup between LSU and Carolina to Tiger Stadium. We want you to know our hearts and minds are with those in South Carolina that have been victims to a once-in-a-lifetime weather event. Between the change in the venue and the state of the Gamecock football team, today is a monumental task for the men in garnet and black. There is a mountain of adversity facing the Gamecock football team today in Baton Rouge. The results of a horrific storm in South Carolina and having to take on a top 10 football team in their ballpark. But as the state learned this week, Carolina has a resilient bunch of folks. And Gamecock football will try to follow the lead of those facing a lot worse and overcome today. It's Carolina versus number 7 LSU. This is returnable at the 4. Fenton up the middle of the field. Got a gap at the 20, 25, 30, 35. Can he run? Can he run at the 45, 40, 35? He's going to take it at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Rashad Fenton. 96 yards. Oh my goodness. They put him back there and he goes the distance. Empty backfield for Orth. Second down. Got a slant route. Farrell Cooper throwing the 35, 25, 15. He's going to run in. Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Farrell Cooper from 43 yards out. He caught the slant. Nobody going to catch him. Gamecocks score the most points they've ever scored in Tiger Stadium, 24. An unexpected visit to Baton Rouge does not end in a storybook triumph for the Gamecocks. Carolina loses to the number 7 Tigers, 45-24.
Introducing the Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger with fire-roasted peppers and onions, smoky Santa Fe sauce, and thick-cut bacon on a 100% Black Angus beef patty. New at Hardee's. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank, is partnering with Harvest Hope Food Bank to help make a difference together. This year, every time South Carolina scores a touchdown, TD Bank will make a donation to Harvest Hope to assist with their mission of providing for the needs of hungry people by gathering and sharing quality food with dignity, compassion, and education.
Oh, buddy. Come on.
The new
maximum.
When you grow up in a place, it's not just where you're from. It's who you are. The way things are done there becomes just how they're done. And while other places are nice, none of them quite feel like home. We're proud to say we grew up in the South, where serving you best starts with a conversation. Visit us at your nearest South State location or at southstatebank.com.
People ship all kinds of things
But what if that thing is a few 100,000 doses of flu vaccine
that need to be kept at 41 degrees.
while being shipped to a country where it's 90 degrees in the shade?
Sound hard? Yeah.
Does that mean people in Laos shouldn't get their vaccine?
We didn't think so.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
Good hard work has earned Jordan Augustus the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the softball team, Augustus is a sophomore political science major with a 3.903 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Three wide receiver set left side. Snyder wants to throw underneath. Incomplete. Was that picked? Oh my goodness, Holloman dove down. It is another Carolina linebacker gets an interception. This is TJ Holloman. During the season, Benefit Focus is donating $2,000 for every Gamecock interception and $6,000 for every pick six to the campaign for MUSC's Shawn Jenkins Children's Hospital for a total donation of $12,000.
From the 4, it's Fenton. Got a nice seam. Fenton trying to take it home. Fenton on the loose. Gamecock Nation, how do you like that? Touchdown!
Welcome back. That's our Sandsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play? And boy, you had to look quick. Rashad Fenton goes 96 yards for a touchdown on a kickoff return. The first time since 2002. Matthew Thomas did it against Virginia, and that's our Sandsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play? Coach, I hadn't seen our sideline like that in a while. Everybody very happy about that play.
Well, it was well blocked to start with, and Rashad hit it full go, and they couldn't catch him. You know, he broke it, and he had the speed to take it all the way. Yeah, Coach Joe Robinson does a super job coaching those special team guys. They're probably the highlight of the three groups thus far this season.
It was nice for him. He's a LSU grad from 1985
yeah.
and coached here as well. Special teams to get good today. And our Terminex Pest Player of the game is Quay Lewis. Coach, he had 9 tackles and a sack today. It seems nice to see him improve.
Yeah, Quay is an excellent player, good hustler, plays hard, 9 tackles and a sack. Yeah, he deserves to be player of the game.
Pressed a lot there in the backfield of LSU today. Well, Gamecocks fall, but it's always good to hear from My Carolina.
Now, Gamecocks everywhere can support their beloved university year-round at the USC Alumni Center. Our spirit capital is the place to support student learning, connect to each other, and advocate for Carolina, no matter where you are in the world. Alumni, students, faculty, staff, and fans, we are ready to welcome you home. Visit mycarolina.org and stay connected forever to thee.
The new Nissan Maxima, the four-door sports car that's raw, refined, and all you. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Teamwork is what it's all about. Every player is dependent on the player next to him, his teammates, all up and down the line. Somebody's got to have your back, and that's why we really feel good with CPI securing our home here in Columbia. They have a tremendous team.
CPI's top-rated defense has been protecting homes and families for over 25 years. Get a professionally monitored in-touch system installed free. Plus, receive your choice of an interior camera or remote keyless door lock.
CPI Security protects my home.
Throw in the bobblehead, you got yourself a deal.
Okay. Why don't you go check out your new Hyundai? I'll be with you in just a minute. Go Gamecocks.
Closed captioning for the Steve Spurrier Show is provided by Midland Hearing Associates, your winning team in hearing healthcare.
The Steve Spurrier Show is brought to you by Britain, the official clothier of Steve Spurrier and Todd Ellis. By Coke Zero, all taste, 0 calories. You don't know zero till you've tried it. By Ford, enter the toughest choice giveaway from your Carolina Ford dealer to win an F-150 or Mustang at yourfordchoice.com. By Bojangles, it's bow time. By Hyundai, college football fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Hyundai fans, just buy another Hyundai. By Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy. And by Wild Wing Cafe, Columbia's home for hot wings, cold beer, and good times. The Steve Spurrier Show is a production of Gamecock Sports Marketing.
Welcome back to the Steve Spurrier Show. Gamecocks lose today in Baton Rouge. Man, it'll be so nice, though, to get back to Columbia next week in Williams-Brice Stadium. A homecoming for a lot of good reasons. The keys to game brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. And Coach Vanderbilt comes into town. It's homecoming.
Yeah, it is.
Hopefully, there'll be some uplifting things for us to celebrate.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get back home and hopefully start playing a little bit better, Todd. I was telling one of the coaches today, I would almost bet we're the only team in the Power 5 conferences that have only had 2 home games in their first 6. But that's just the way it worked out, and we got a whole bunch of them, you know, coming later. Our last 3 are at home. So anyway, we're fired up about getting back home. Hopefully something good's going to happen.
We're thinking about everybody in Columbia. We appreciate everybody supporting Coach's show, of course the radio broadcast as well. Everybody be safe. We'll see you at homecoming at Williams-Brice Stadium on the Steve Spurrier Show.